just to fight our sin, and we're gonna take you on a ride till we find answers within. Location not here, in shadows we all disappear. Hold on, switch gears, we're gone as fast as we appeared. Gone as fast as we appeared. Searching within, we've justified our sin. We're gonna take you on a ride till we find answers within. Location not here, in shadows we all disappear. Hold on, switch gears, we're gone as fast as we appeared. Gone as fast as we appeared.
Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall.
One of those things could be. With his 4 on talent, pulls off the ace. That is great play from him.
Like it's been down for so long, if you're Portsmouth, you might think twice if you try to go for that defuse. Goes for a little bit of a fake out, draws out the sage, and now it's going to be up to the timer. Are you going to be able to do it in 30 seconds of time? It's going to be first place!
Brimstone ultimate does force him out of that position, and as a result, will get instantly refragged. I don't want to be with waiting in position, get the double, get the triple.
As well to be a little bit more potent in this round. So Southampton, what they're going to do here? Oh, the ult though from Karma. He's been able to find 2 with the run it back. There's the 3rd as well. Karma from Faith to make sure the numbers are in the favor of Portsmouth now. Voltos is here on the side. There's the orbital strike as well. Voltos double spray down. He's able to get it, but it's not done. It is now.
Position uses that ultimate to try and force the player up. Doesn't catch anyone as they just rush on through. I want to do that instead as they find 3. They're not looking for him. He's going to your left. He's right there. Fine. Or from Faith to try and push them out of position. But that satchel charge pushes really aggressively. Now Alfie AC puts him in the ground. Talon trying to do the exact same thing, not respecting it, as Alfie AC picks up a 3rd. And, I mean, you really need to respect it. He finds the 4th. The shot, it's Karma who finds it. Dargon will keep things close as it's 2 versus 1. Tries to go for that defuse, but the Molly is denying a lot here. Tries to go for it. Devil cannot find the 2nd as he is attacked from behind. And what a beautiful set of plays there. Hello everyone and welcome back after quite a long hiatus to UK Uni Valorant. I am Rook and I'm joined by Fluff as we are bringing you the first game day here for the UK Uni Valorant Tournament Series 2.
Yeah, it should be a good one here. Obviously, the previous champions of UEA up against Leeds, which is a relatively unknown team as far as I'm aware. But, you know, we should see a dominant performance from UEA, but since we don't know the Leeds players, we might be in for a surprise.
Yeah, it'll certainly be interesting to see them and whether they've managed to kind of keep that form. They were
a little bit shaky. We did see some maps go either way, especially in those finals, but they should be obviously the favorites coming on into this since they have already proven themselves. But Leeds Gryphons, I've seen Leeds succeed in a bunch of other FPSs, so they certainly won't have a lack of talent.
Yeah, they do have a very large university, so there should be some good talent to pick from. But as far as I know, as I've said, I really don't know any players, so I can't give them the edge in this matchup against the champions, of course. But it'll be interesting to see what agents they play, and maybe if we'll see the new map of Ascent.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely makes things a lot more interesting in terms of the pick and ban, adding in a whole extra map to add to that 3. So we've got a couple of changes, obviously, coming in from the last time we saw these teams play. And one thing I really want to focus on, which obviously my other co-casters and people who have seen me cast before, is that Viper. And a lot of changes coming in for that one, haven't there been, Fluff?
Yeah, there have been. It's I wouldn't say that the changes that have been made have been really meta changing and it like completely throws away the need for Sage or anything. It's more just quality of life changes and stuff that should have been there before, and just makes the character a little bit more viable this time.
Yeah, especially that fragile debuff, which can make those weapons deal even more damage and really shut down pushes if you manage to get it applied. Once they walk through that, it will be stuck onto players for 5 whole seconds. So I've seen some really disgusting pistol rounds with that thing.
Yeah, it's definitely increased her viability in pistol rounds, but I'm not sure either of the teams will pick it here because she still is a little bit weak compared to other heroes in my opinion. But it might be a comfort bit coming out, and some player might just be really good at them.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of seen Viper as a whole. If you have a Viper player, you will always, well, you won't always pick her, but you will pick her up, and she does actually have a lot of success. But the question is, do you have a Viper player? And it requires a lot of practice, knowing your spots, things like that, which for other, to get the same kind of value out of it as you would out of something like the Sage, like the Brimstone, you have to put in that extra time. So a lot of teams generally opting away from it, as you say.
Yeah, indeed. But I have just been informed that it is not the UEA first team, so it might not be such a one-sided affair as I once thought. But I'm still not quite aware how strong the UEA second team. Probably a couple of players from the first team trickling down if they've found any other players. But I don't know. I don't know how that changes this matchup, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely make the game a lot more interesting. A couple of names here I do recognize. I think that's more from some of the other games I've commentated at uni level, but Brink Boss and Hazard JC being people I kind of recognize. I think Hazard JC has been playing in a lot of the custom 5v5s nights that we've been running over the past couple of months. But it's interesting to see those players kind of pop up around the place and generally actually being really good. So it's nice to see that these players who have been dedicated starting to get those rewards.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what the map pick will be then. I would really like to see Ascent brought out, and because I do think it does change the map and changes how your team composition usually favors as Viper is definitely more viable with a wall going across mid if you want a quick rotate, or even Phoenix is quite good in this map. There's a lot of angles that you can flash, but it should be more of the same and not too much different from the norm.
Yeah, I am actually very interested to see how a couple of those changes. Obviously, some of the angles made a little simpler, flattening of different boxes, change up of obviously split mid has been since we've last had this tournament kind of going on, and a couple of things which are really going to change things up. Bind mostly the same, Haven a couple of little things different, but I think teams have also been given a lot more time now to prepare some of these strategies, so I'm interested to see what kind of things they're really going to be bringing to the table.
Yeah, they've also had a lot more time to find some players that might not have even known that the UK Valorant scene had started, since it's a bit of a weird dynamic here, just playing the university tournaments, but normally being at university. But here we have the two first map bans, and those are Haven and Ascent, so they're out of there. So we are left with Split and Bind. So these are the two maps that have relatively stayed the same. Of course, Split's changing. But there we go. There's the final map. It is Bind. So pretty much nothing has changed on this map. I think probably 2 boxes have been added, but yeah, it's good, good solid map, this one.
Indeed, it is. And I'm looking forward to seeing potentially some more Reyna play. Has a lot of utility, especially pushing out things like Hooker on the B site. So definitely looking forward to seeing how teams are going to put that into proper use. Obviously, it's been around for a little while now, and teams should be a little bit more used to that kind of thing. What's your opinion on the way Reyna kind of plays in these more competitive settings?
I think that definitely in competitive settings that she is very, very useful. The of course the main part of her kit is the eye. That is just probably completely overpowered in my opinion. It just flashes everyone. You have to either look towards the eye and shoot it, or you have to hide. So either way, that the person who's throwing out the eye will get that space on the map. So in team play, it can be really, really good.
Yeah, especially because you can put it through those walls and get to properly break open those sites effectively. And I think here on Bind, as I said before, that's going to be particularly important because there's a lot of walls to kind of play around and send that through as the rest of your team kind of steps on up into those sites. We should be getting to game in just a second, but players are getting things a little sorted out. Now, I know we don't have too much information, but who are you going to side with early on here?
Well, I don't know. Obviously I've heard of Brinkbros and has a JC, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about any of the other players, so you can't really judge either team on just one player on each side. But if I'd have to give it to anyone, I'd have to give it to UEA because they've just had a few more players and they probably spread the word that they've got the Valorant Series 1 tournament, so they've probably got some more boys in from the Leeds Discord server. So I don't know, some from the UEA Discord server. Sorry, so I have to give it to Leeds. UEA again. Wow.
Well, to kind of be the opposite of you, I'm going to go with Leeds. I've got a mate who goes there, so definitely excited to see if this team can actually show up. It doesn't really bode well. The mate that I have that goes there isn't particularly good at shooters, but I'm going to go that one just for him. And I mean, starting out on this defense should be a good way to start things off because obviously Bind a little bit defense favored, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely defense favored because that rotate can come in so fast. Although you do make sound going through the portal, it does make so much sound that it's obvious what you're doing. If one player goes to the teleporter, you can pretty much confirm that all of the players are going to be following suit. So here we are in the pistol round, and if we have a little look at the team comps, they are pretty much what we expected. We've got some Sages, Brim, Breaches, Cyphers coming out, and of course the Reyna, the new character there. So seems like these teams are going to try and utilize that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too surprised to see the Reyna come on out, but right now, no Brimstone on the defensive side, instead opting to pick up that Omen, which has received a couple of buffs and does still provide a lot of those smokes.
Yeah, it does indeed. So it looks like just a normal default here. Just sending some presents towards the bomb site. And there we go. The first contact has been made, but no frags as of yet.
Yeah, teams playing pretty passive, and I like that the attackers have now found this pick and are looking to descend upon this A site as you see players already starting to rotate on over.
Yeah, it's one-man advantage to the attacking side is really just huge right there. That pretty much means they can go to any site and outnumber them by 2 or 3 players, so that means you've definitely got the site. But here's some aggression coming in and some great shots there from the Omen. And that has really opened up the map for them there. And he goes for a third and he gets it as well. Fantastic. And he unfortunately doesn't get the fourth, but that puts it into a 2v3 situation for the attacking side.
And that is absolutely massive. The attackers had such an advantage, but Lanevem getting aggressive on this Cypher takes down 3 and puts their team very much in the driver's seat. And now you can see that Chinchilla looking to get aggressive as well. Won't quite spot Gryphon, who's just around this corner. This could go so badly right now. You do see it come on through, but he spots the cross and manages to take them down. What a strong round for the defenders there off of the back of this Cypher.
Yeah, definitely. They lost the pick early on, and I always love to see the play from if you've got if you're at a disadvantage, you've got to go make a play, and you've got to get a frag back or something. There's no point just waiting for them to run into your crosshairs because you will be outnumbered. So, I really love the play from was that Lana? But yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I was very impressed by that. And the thing I really want to focus on is that we had the attackers playing really slow and passive, and it was great at the start, but then they didn't take their opportunity to get aggressive. And Lana them very happy to take all the heads and names that he could possibly want. Sets up their team, sure goes down to 20, but already has teammates giving them the heal, and they're sending them right back on out. As Gryphon is looking to get aggressive too, trying to win out this duel, but won't quite find the frag. It'll be Brinkboss to finish off Cannibal Lime, and finally, again, a very strong round for these defenders.
Once again, fantastic round from from Leeds coming out there. So Lana, he's definitely not heard of them before, but probably going to make a name for themselves. 6 kills in 2 rounds. That is fantastic. And obviously, he had the ghost dropped to him by a teammate before, so he's got plenty of money as well. Of course, 1.7k in the bank. So I was surprised he didn't go for an op, but I don't know, that's just a comfort pick there. So it looks like UEA is going to try out the B side of the map this time because they have discovered that Lana does play towards A.
Yeah, and that's definitely been a thorn in their side as of yet. Brinkboss playing quite passive. Camera doesn't spot anyone out. Finally will, and will get shot out. But Slowpoke is already in position, trying to catch them off guard. Hazza, with a fantastic wallbang, sets their team up to push on into this site. They see that the slow has come out, and Brinkboss is very worried right now as he will get caught trying to cross on through. Finds a nice spray there to try and deny these players, but Harry was already in position. The rotates have come on through from the defenders. They're going to have to try and make this a retake as the spike will go down, but Lana is already in position.
Oh, good flash there. That should be a guaranteed kill, and it will be. And it's 1-on-2 situation for Lana, but unfortunately they cannot get it done. So attackers finally getting around and the bomb plant, so they should have plenty of money here. But the defenders also saved quite a bit of money those last rounds, so probably no eco coming out yet, but it's not going to be as strong as a buy. It looks like 4 Phantoms or Vandals going to come out from... Oh, they're actually just going to go for the eco. I didn't think that was going to happen, but okay. It seems like they're not too confident going for the force buy, but every team plays different, so won't judge anyone.
I know I like that they haven't fully invested here because they can't really buy it completely. However, this is really over-aggressive. Lana goes down, and now that site is so open. It's so hard to hold it with just 2 people. And Slowpoke, not being slow at all, over-aggressive, and just goes down. The defenders are rotating into positions, but they're just falling apart at the seams.
Oh, Scotty with the Bucky though at close range. He gets one, and oh, unfortunately, doesn't get the other. Gets the Sage down to 9 HP, which will be healed up, of course, and the plant should be coming in quite shortly. So Brinkboss not much chance in this round. 1v4. He does get one as a consolation frag, and there's lots of time on the bomb, so he might go for it, but we'll see what he does.
I think the sensible decision here from him is to save. You picked up a rifle for free. This round is going to be very difficult to take, and you don't have many tools to get aggressive onto a site as a Cypher. So I think Brinkboss being a little bit overzealous trying to make this push.
I do actually like what he's doing here because they did just eco, so they will have lots of guns next round. So probably shouldn't have played this aggressive. Maybe just go for an exit or 2. But yeah, it's not too much of an issue as they do have the money this round.
Indeed it is, and those pistols were a good try for them. Every round they'd won prior was off of the back of Lana's pistols, so not surprised that they're going to invest heavily for that one. But we will see finally them picking up rifles as the scores are even, at least for now.
Yeah, Lana obviously getting a little bit too overconfident of that Showers peak and, putting his place a little bit. It's a bit of a, no, stop, don't do this to us. And, ooh, nice shot from Hazza there, but I need to invest the ult as well, so there should be a quick B push coming out as they know there's only one player.
They do. The cage is good, and they're going to try and force Brinkboss into a position where now they know exactly where he is. That is such a good trap, and that will mean Brinkboss can just spray down Harry. Try as he might to push on in here. Brinkboss is still at the back of sight, and again, these tripwires doing so much work. Brinkboss doesn't interrupt the plant, but the wall doesn't come down. He will finally fall as Hazard is on that flank, but Lana's already in position.
Yeah, Brimstone comes out, but Lana just comes out and just absolutely destroys both of them. Of course, he's going to leave the defuse for Scotty to get one more ult point. So, just the attack kind of fell apart there. They got onto the site, they got the bomb down, but the Cypher, which they knew was the only player that was on the B site, was still alive, and they probably should have dealt with the Cypher a little bit more, but unfortunately they could not get that done. They did slow him off and cage him off, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, they didn't deal with him properly, and those tripwires, man, they're such a pain in the ass. And Hazard JC proving exactly why, responding to the information that he got, getting good spray down, really stopping the push from effectively moving on in and allowing their team all the time in the world to make that rotate.
Yeah, once again, even buys in terms of weapons, but I don't think all of the utility is going to be on each side, but we'll see what happens, and that is quite a lot of damage coming into Chinchilla, but Scotty does retaliate, but he does use his heal, so he's not going to be able to heal his Chinchilla, but Lana just tapping away, getting some nice easy shots onto Zippin right there.
I like that the attackers didn't actually invest the bomb early on here, and this means that they can kind of make a play to wherever they want. Hazard, wide swinging, doesn't quite catch Brinkboss as he moves on out. But 2 versus 3, this is definitely quite doable still for the attackers because of the way you're split up on this defense.
Yeah,
the issue is there's a
definitely.
lot of utility in the way.
Exactly, that's a problem, and another ally is going to come up from the lead side there. So it's 4v2. They haven't really got much chance in this round. They have to wait for a mistake on the lead side, which I hope doesn't come through, as they are just playing passive. Two on each site, which is exactly how you want to play this.
Certainly is. 2 versus 2 as they move on into the site. Scott is already watching the angle. Cannibal Lime is going to try and smoke it on off, and this means that they will be able to move onto site. However, they've given away their position so quickly. U-Haul is mollied off as Cannibal Lime is looking for this plant. The smokes will mean he's able to get it down, but against 4 players on this retake, things are going to be difficult when they have so little utility left.
Player spotted out and pinged, so just so everyone knows where they are, he's just spamming through the box right now, Lana, but not quite that. Chinchilla's stopped by the trap there, and they do take out everyone, so it's just Hazard left.
It does. Hazard finds 2, but Brinkboss shuts him down on that 3rd, and that means the defenders will move themselves up 4-2. They're gonna again move these ult points around very economically here, right here.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just let the plant come down as a tactical decision there. You want to go for the 4v2. You don't want to risk those players peeking out and put it into a 2-on-2 retake, which is never what you want to see. So they it wasn't pretty, we'll say that, but they got it done in the end, and had a couple weapons saved over.
That they certainly did. And the defenders just also having a great ult economy right here. They've been playing around that really well. And now against these pistols, they should just be able to pick up another round, put them in themselves in such a great position, and have a lot of money and a buffer for these coming rounds, even if they do lose one.
Indeed. See the attacking side coming up. Long hair. One step was named and the cam is out, but they should just flood into the site right now, and the rotate should be coming in.
They should. Spray from Brinkboss here. Does find a bit of damage, but takes a lot himself. Teleporter already coming on in. They don't want to mess around, and this is good because they've caught the rotates. It means that they should be able to execute fast, and there's only the Rainer and the Sage on this site because there's 3 players waiting on that B side.
Interesting. And when they're going through the teleporter again, I remember last time when I casted a strat like this, but I think they're only going to do it once, and these players do coming flooding through Hook, and Lana is just trying to tap away at their heads. does get 2 and knows where the last player is and will easily take out. I think that is Slowpoke's first kill of the game. So welcome to the scoreboard, buddy. I see some more frags. So big, big good game from everyone. I hope, not just Lana carrying.
I mean, honestly, that was the thing, is maybe they were looking for that extra teleport, but Lana did not let him have it. They tried to move through Hooker and were just shut down. Honestly, Lana playing fantastically at that range, and it's very difficult unless you have some utility, unless you're getting the pre-fire right, to deal with a player paying back in CT effectively.
Yeah, exactly. With that Vandal, you're kind of just hoping that they don't hit your head there and you can jump out the window, but that is a very slim chance. So, Slowpoke, as I said, trying to go for a couple more frags and unfortunately does get taken out by Harry. And the ult comes out from the Cypher, so they still know there's one on... they still know there's only one on the site, and there's a bit of deja vu here. Brinkboss is still alive. They really need to take him out quickly as the 3 players do come in from CT right now.
Yeah, a great usage there of the slow orb and the molly together to really put him in a sticky situation. Lana is already on the flank looking for the retake. Chinchilla overextends, and with the res coming on in, Lana has their work cut out for him. First one down, looking for that second, but not able to find it. And Scott, concussed, will be taken down. Attackers picking up their 3rd round. I have to be a little bit worried because even with that, you're going to see the defenders buy back up again.
Yeah, definitely. That was a bit of a shaky round there. They got the opening pick, but once again, they couldn't kill Brinkboss on the back of that site. So that is definitely something they need to work on. They allowed all of the players to rotate, but they did just eventually win all the aim duels and trade it out effectively. So it wasn't the end of the world, but could have been a little bit cleaner.
It absolutely could have been, and they had to invest in ultimate, so they are still even in ult economy. Chinchilla holding a little bit high, still trying to find that shot, but goes down to 33 and has to give up a lot of space. Their heal is used, but right now the attackers not feeling so happy to push onto that A site because they don't have a lot of space to do so, and they don't have the utility ready.
Yeah, here comes that eye through Hookah, and that is just guaranteed Hookah control right there. It's that ability is ridiculous. There they go. They come flooding through Hookah right now. Nothing you could do to counter that. Luckily, there was no one in there, and 3 people just peek Slowpoke all at the same time as he was in the slow orb as well. So unfortunate timing there. Griffin does know there's an enemy in the teleport, and he does have the bomb. So it's a little bit of miscommunication there. It should have been down earlier, but retake is going to come in shortly.
It is. Scott has the wall in front of him, but Lana up on their perch, takes down the first, and is looking for a couple more here. Takes down Zippin Zin as well, but finally shut out. It is 3 versus 3 due to his efforts, but Brinkboss is on the flank, trades back and forth as Hazza gets aggressive. Brinkboss will finish that one off, and the last player is going to get spotted and taken down in short order. Really solid stuff from the defenders on that retake, and managing to find those frags even after Lana goes down a little bit early.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brinkboss did just use his ult at the wrong time there, so bit of a wasted ult, but better safe than sorry. And yeah, they've still got. They should definitely have the weapon advantage this round.
I mean, they certainly do. We're going to be seeing a. I don't think Hazza has a rifle from the way it's looking at it. I expect he would have. So he would have bought some sort of main weapon. I feel if he hasn't. So
he might get a bulldog.
Yeah,
might get a bulldog dropped over from Harry. There we go. There it is.
And even this isn't too much of a problem. Hazza very happy to bring that kind of auxiliary fire to the rest of the team, but is making sure they have some of that hook and control early. And honestly, giving up a lot of the hook and control are the defenders. They don't want to mess around with it, and as a result, UEA continuing to take it early on.
Yeah, Scotty, he is favouring this Guardian right here. He's been using it quite a lot, and he likes to hold that handle, but no frags as of yet. And Lana just a little bit disrespectful there, just peeking on out and getting Zippin.
Yeah, some fantastic stuff. Lana's aim has been absolutely on point, even looking for those warbangs. Brinkboss, yet again, on back of sight, looking for these shots, but can't quite find them this time. Is right on up. Hazza looking for the flank, will catch them and manage to find that spray through the smoke. Absolutely fantastic. And attackers should be able to get this plant down pretty darn easily as they take down Lana with that ultimate from Cannibal Lime.
Yeah, great Great, great from Harry there, just catching off the rotation coming in from Scotty. It seems like Scotty was aware of it, but wasn't aware enough to stop it. And Chinchilla is in the 1v3 clutch right here. He's got the eyes, put it out on sight, and we'll see if he can catch the player towards Hookah that he knows is there. But he still has 2 players. He doesn't know where they are, and Hazard is just going to take him down quite easily from inside the bunker.
Yeah, and it was a little bit hard to make the 1v3 retake. Did find the first one, but in the end, always going to struggle with that play. Unless your name seemingly is Lana, who is still on 18 frags here in round 10. Absolutely amazing right now from this player. And very much being the star player and putting up the numbers for their team.
Yeah, well, sometimes that's all the team needs. Just one pick, open up the map a little bit, and then it's easy from there. So having one star player on the team is always nice to have, but of course it's not necessary as it's been shown from UEA's 4 rounds.
It is. How's that? Trying to make sure no one's waiting in the corners, trying to catch them off guard. A lot of shots fired, and that's even prompting a rotate from Lana here. They want to put a couple more of these players towards the B site. They've seen a lot of B site executes, and it's been a retake, honestly, for them a lot of the times where they really don't want to have it. Hazard taking down Slowpoke, and this is very much looking like it, but Brinkboss able to even things on up, and, well, the attackers, they're pushing onto A.
Yeah, definitely. 3 players coming in from the mid area, and Scotty is going to take the only players coming in from showers. Gryphon has popped the ult and putting the eye out towards Lamp's position, but the player is spotted. They know that the site is clear now, and three players from Leeds are going to come in from CT. Lana picks up the first, and they do come in with a res.
They do, but that res and everything else cannot stand up to Lana, who is just hitting shot after shot after shot. And honestly, I've been so darn impressed with this. Most of the players on UEA can stand up and aim duel and win their fights against pretty much everybody else on this Leeds team. But Lana, very much the powerhouse and pushing them forward.
Yeah, definitely. We've got 20 frags just before the end of the first half. We've got one more round to go, but geez, look at UEA. They're on the ropes a little bit. 2 marshals coming out and a bulldog. It's not looking pretty, but it looks like they're going to go towards B. They have had a bit more success on B, but not the success they're hoping for, definitely.
Certainly aren't, but that's a great start. It's certainly not pretty, but it is something for Gryphon here as he is able to find that opening pick. Slowpoke watching the angle, looking for the shot, but doesn't quite find it to open off their round.
Yeah, I mean, Scotty's been playing in that place every single round, so I'm surprised he's only got taken out now, but we'll see what happens. Player does go through the teleporter. That is Brinkboss. Oh, no, that's not Brinkboss. That's Lana. And oh, nice shot through the smoke there.
With Lana down, this is a big opportunity for the attackers. They do go down 2 players to Brinkboss on that wall. Fantastic stuff, but won't end up in the frag. We'll shoot it out. Ooh. Barely dodges away from this position, but will peek back on through and take down that player. It's 1 versus 2. Chinchilla to finish off this half. Wants to pick up that W for their team, but with the spy cam landing, oh, it's going to be so difficult. Versus 2, and they know where you are. They've got the bomb plant down. Everything is just coming up. Attackers right now. Chinchilla, though, manages to get 1. It is looking for that second. Might just be able to finish it. Not enough bullets left in the clip, and Hazard will finish them off. The attackers bring things a little bit closer, and UEA not giving up without a fight here.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, 7-5, getting 5 rounds on the attacking side is... it's not bad at all. Or no, they got... I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on anymore.
UEA got 5 rounds on attackers, Fluff.
Okay, yep, that's it. That's
good.
Not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. 5 rounds on attack isn't bad. As we said, it is a defense-sided map, and they will be hoping to get the pistol out here. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna send Lana in.
I mean, that sounds like a good plan as any to me.
That's what I would call it in this situation. But yeah.
I mean, to open up the site, I can't think of a better player, honestly. Concussion going to come in, really allowing them to push on through. Brinkboss using this cam to make sure no one's playing in hooker. They will be able to move on through. The smoke's coming in from Cannibal Lime. It could be difficult to make this push, especially with that cam. Getting a dart onto one of these players.
Yeah, just looking for the delay on the smoke there, and unfortunately a player does just walk out through it, and it's easy for Cannibal on right here, but he will be swarmed in a second. He should be taken down quite briefly. Nice shots from Lana coming out once again. Gets a 3k in the round, and it honestly just looks like they're smurfing at this point. I don't know what's happening. They know that these two players are towards hookah. Gets one more headshot, 52 HP, but and there's the fourth. They're looking for the ace right now. Does get the flash and gets the ace there. Fantastic. 4 headshots, 1 body shot. I don't know what to say, really. Couldn't really ask for much more from Lana right there.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely fantastic. And sort of what we're expecting. Lana on these pistols is disgusting. The Ghost sits comfortably in their hand as they seem to just be picking up everything they can left, right, and center. I think we're probably going to see the defenders a little bit more worried, trying to catch them off those off angles, because that's a lot of how they were taking out Lana. And once they did, they were a lot more comfortable in those post-pass situations where they didn't have to deal with a terrifying aimer.
They're all just peeking B short right now, and that is definitely going to be the wrong play. There's no one there. They're just going to break down this wall and plant, but they have left one player over, but Zippin will be swiftly taken down.
Lana waiting around the corner for this push. They know it is coming, and Lana is all too happy to shut it down. Might look away at the wrong time. If that happens again, though, this could be exactly what you need as the attackers. They come on through, they eat the first one, but don't take any more. It's 4 versus 3. The defenders definitely can try and make this, but into these ghosts, it could be real darn hard.
Yeah, Slowpoke, he's been concussed, smoked off. There's not much he can do right here, and some players do go through the teleport. And who's that with the Bucky? Oh, that's Brinkboss with the Bucky, I think, and that is no, that was that was Scotty just running straight into his death. And Brinkboss does get 1 kill with the Stinger as a consolation, but he should go down here, and he does.
Indeed he does, but the attackers don't mind all too much. They picked up that round, and it's not like there were too many rifles or any powerful weapons the defenders were able to get off of that one. And I mean, as a result, sure, you're going to be seeing rifles across the board, but you're going to be seeing on both sides.
Yeah, I think it was interesting that they didn't fully force, considering that they did lose the pistol. If I were in UEA situation, I definitely would have forced up and tried to get as many rounds back as possible, but it seemed to have worked out for them. They got a couple of weapons off them, but as he said, no fans or vandals lost.
Absolutely are. Slowpoke and Chinchilla looking to make this play into hooker yet again, as Lana already set up on a long, and our observers know it too. They're just keeping an eye on this one man. It's a bit of a one-man show right now for the side of Leeds, and I mean, it's all Lana, baby. We do see a couple of utilities going on out. Cannibal Lime trying to find the cross, but Lana survives. We do see trades back and forth, and it's still 3 versus 3 with Lana up, and the bomb almost certainly going to be going down here. This is fantastic for the attackers. Scotty does fall.
I know exactly where.
Yeah, the ult comes out from Brinkboss here, so the players their positions are known, and could be much Lana's going to be able to do here. We'll see if they can come out with another clutch, and they can't even get the first frag. So unfortunate that Lana can't add another clip to their highlight reel, but I'm sure UEA are very happy about that round.
They certainly are, and every single round they can get here is good for them. Dealing damage to the opposing economy, trying to take away any rifles away from Lana, because with that Vandal, I know we didn't see it in that round, but they are one deadly shot. Very happy, though, if you're on the attackers. You only need 4 more rounds to win this game. On the attackers, this might be a little bit difficult, but from the way they've been executing, I certainly think they have it in them.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like they're having a better time than they did in the first half, but Lana, that's really got to be a kill there for Gryphon. You got to hit those, and Lana, of course, is just going to be healed right back up. of course. There is a wall across mid, so that does stop them a little bit, but I really don't see Leeds holding this site here with just the Marshall.
I like the
Zipping.
Brink Boss is rotated, and I like that Harry finds that frag. It's a big one, and they're almost able to find another. Harry getting some information. But right now, Von are able to find that frag and able to push so aggressively onto site. It's looking good for the attackers again. Brink Boss will find one, but Lana finally falls. It's 2 versus 1. And the attackers, they have the bomb down.
Ooh, that's unfortunate there. And Cannibal Lime, good ult there. Brickboss really should have got out of that. He was only on 8 HP, but just didn't react quick enough. And Cannibal Lime did just force the players into his vision, and that's an easy 1v2 clutch for him. They did invest the ult, of course, but I'm sure they won't mind that. They need all the rounds they can get. They don't care what ults they use.
They certainly are. And it's still 2 more ults ready for those defenders, even though they invested that one to pick up the round. And quite strong ones as well. I think the fault line from Breach is going to be absolutely huge if you're looking to try and shut down some of these aggressive pushes from Lana and the rest of the team.
Yeah, definitely. That fault line can just be used to buy your team some more time and get the bomb off the plant. So fantastic ult here. I do not like this play from Cannibal Lime, as it's just going to be on the other side of the smoke, but that proves me wrong. He does get 2 shots through the smoke, and looks like he's going to be sticking around a little bit more.
Indeed he is, and this is absolutely fantastic for him. Shut down 2 players early on, and honestly slowed down that push more than anything. That's a very important thing to keep in mind, that Cannibal Lime is basically shutting down any attempt at making a play from the attackers.
Yeah, he just keeps on smoking off that long position and make sure he's got it on lockdown, but we'll see what the attackers can do. I don't think they had very high hopes coming into this round. They only had the 1 Vandal, but it is on Lana, so anything can happen at this point.
Certainly can. And Lana, again, setting up towards long. There are no more smokes to potentially hinder them. The cam will spot them out. And this is great. Gryphon finds the shot into Slowpoke, already rotating, still looking towards Hooker. But there are 2 players pushing out from long here. This is going to be a good one. There is no tripwire to stop them right now either. So they're just going to be able to get right onto this site. Cannibal Lime holding strong, though, takes down Lana. And now Brink Boss, only with a rifle, won't be able to find anything as Hazard shuts him on out. And defenders closing that gap ever so rapidly.
Yeah, definitely. Leeds can't be too unhappy with that, as they only invested a couple of Sheriffs and a Vandal in that round. Of course, Cannibal Lime getting a little bit lucky through the smoke there, or some say it's skill. I'm not sure what to go with on that play, but yeah, as I said, Leeds can't be happy they lost that round. They weren't expecting much from it. They didn't invest any ults, but they didn't get any ults out of UEA's side either.
They do. Lana's still looking towards the bathroom, but no one's contesting them at this time. And it's interesting to see the attackers properly invest towards the A site, but it doesn't seem to be paying them very much in the way of success, as an early operator shot will lead to 1, but Gryphon is shut down in response. And now this leaves an opening and means that we're going to be seeing a quick rotate from Leeds right now to try and keep things going. Lana looking to peek on out, but shut down. A volley of guns will decimate the attacks they tried to push on in. And yet again, UEA with a strong defense round.
Yeah, I mean, Leeds, they did even just force out that Cypher ult in the end, so they could be kicking themselves there a little bit, and they have even the scoreline at 9-9, so seems like Leeds have just crumbled a little bit here. But they can always come back. I'm sure Lana might be able to do something towards the B site, as all 5 of their members are right now.
Certainly are, and they have been prioritizing this. I like that, again, we're seeing these smokes invested by Cannibal, trying to shut down any attempt at a push and slowing it down. Slowing down the pace of the game, very important. And also, it seems, killing Lana from for UEA is oh so important. As now without their main fragger, I honestly, for the most part, they've seemed pretty lost as Scotty gets taken down by Gryphon as well.
Fortunately, we missed that, but a headshot through the wall, but it seemed to be easy enough for him. We see Brinkboss trying to get a gun in hookah, but he knows that it's risky to peek out right now. It seems like they're still going to go towards the B-bomb site. But Gryphon is just going to hold this. Unfortunately, he does fall off the box, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. He spots the player's head out and unfortunately misses the shot, but he's going to be calling in for the rotate right here. He's going to put out his eye, and it should be easy enough for Leeds to stop this from coming in. Although Chinchilla does come in with the 2 shots, and Gryphon does just get overwhelmed there.
Yeah, fantastic utility usage, meaning that he's really cut off from those sightlines, and that's a brilliant way to play against these Oppas. Chinchilla manages to dodge it, but it does not matter as Hazza opens up with a barrage of frags. 4 kills for that player, and absolutely fantastic as they net their team another win and puts them back in the lead now.
Yeah, they should give this defuse to Sage, as he did just use his ult, so the res is coming in, and they do have 4 ults up on the board for UEA, so this should be a relatively easy closeout, as Leeds are not going to have all the utility they want. Actually, I take that back. They will have everything they want, but they don't have the Sage ult, which is the most important thing, in my opinion.
Certainly do. But it's going to be really important as well that there isn't this fault line to try and deny some of these pushes. They have a lot of utility still be able to deal with that, but when push comes to shove, it is absolutely fantastic at doing that. So they're looking to try and cycle back on through and get onto that, as they're looking for an attempted push, but yet again, aggression from the defensive side means that you're losing players early and you're already at a disadvantage. It makes it so difficult to make these plays.
Yeah, he peeks so wide at Showers there. Now you can see he's just fallen right back to sight, just holding that angle onto Showers, and that is really just going to make the round difficult for Leeds here. But we'll see what they can do. The wall does come out from Zippin, but Scotty comes in with the res. So back to the 5v5 situation, but positions are known.
They are. Harry's trying to find that frag, but doesn't get a single thing. Brinkboss will put an end to him. 5 versus 3. As they're looking to push on into the site. Spike ready to move on in, but with all 3 players from the defense here, they are ready to make a play for this one. Brinkboss waiting for the go signalers. Gryphon is already holding the angle. We see utility invested, and Chinchilla shut out early on. Gryphon on this operator, fantastic. Hazza will fall, but it's 2 versus 2 due to this operator's plays. Make that 1 versus 2, but if anyone could do it, certainly Lana. It turns their back, and what a mistake that is. Gryphon picks it up in what is looking like a fantastic start here to Tournament Series 2 for the UK Uni Valorant.
Yeah, that is definitely one for the highlight reel there. Gryphon getting all frags, apart from, well, he didn't get the opening pick, but he just absolutely shut them down, pushing onto the sites. A really nice little shot there, and really using this operator to the best of their abilities. So, if we have a little look at the buy on the attacking side, they are not looking too good. They have a couple of Guardians coming out, and I assume not everyone's got the utility they want, but we'll see how they play with it.
It is. We see a full stack towards that A site. They want to make that play again, but Gryphon has been terrifying for them to play into, so I'm surprised they're looking for this push again. The wall will keep them at bay for now, but Lana very much pushing into position. Slowpoke, again, caught right at the back. Harry on this breach, continuing to get aggressive up in bathrooms, and they're not respecting it. Lana, he doesn't care about respect. He's just here to take these frags. Zipsin will go down. It's 4 versus 4. Both teams have lost their initial player. Gryphon to peek on out, trying to find that potential cross and shut down Lana, who has been such a thorn in their side. See the Hellfire come on down. Brickbox is taken, but the refrag is there. Harry cannot continue to make these plays. Lana gonna be able to get that near site, will be able to get the flank, but gets taken down as well. Cannibalizing very much ready to help their teammates. Scott tries to get aggressive, but Hazard will shut that down, and it's looking like the defenders might put themselves onto match point right now. We're going to see the rotate from the Reyna onto this B site, but it's a 1 versus 2 on this hold now.
Yeah, Chinchilla's going to be able to get the plant down, but swiftly the defending players are going to come in, and Cannibal is just going to easily peek out and take that headshot onto Chinchilla. So, great play from Leeds there. I did think they were gonna lose that, but they did lose that in the end. But I did think they were gonna lose that a lot sooner. So at least they got the plant down, and they can sort of salvage their money a little bit as a consolation prize.
Got something to bring in this last round, but it's sad to see UEA really taking control, especially on this defense half. 7 straight rounds right now, and honestly, Lana unable to have the same impact on this offense, and in spite of them really fragging out, being that huge player for the team, Leeds might just not be able to make it.
Ooh, aggressive play from Chinchilla coming out towards middle. Sorry, that's Gryphon, and unfortunately they do not get that frag right there. Brinkcross takes it out, and that is absolutely horrendous that the Cypher out has come out, and they know there's two players on this B site. And interestingly, the players over towards the A site have not rotated yet. The breach rotate does come in, but I would like to see it a lot earlier. So here comes Leeds onto the B site. They should be pushing right now, and see what Hazard can do about it.
They can. Hazard takes down one, looks for the second. Harry will find Brinkboss, but Lana having to shut down both of them. However, at the final hurdle, he falls. Cannibal finds 2 frags, and UEA, even the second team, able to pull out that W here in the starting match. And I mean, starters they mean to go on, honestly. Fantastic play from them.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good recovery. It's good that they didn't tilt, but if we have a look at the scoreboard here, Lana with 34 to 17. That's a 2 KD with average combat score of 447. That is ridiculous there. But unfortunately, they could not carry their team to victory. You can see Lana and Brinkboss doing all they could there on 34 and 23 respectively. But Scotty, Chinchilla, and Slowpoke probably just need to support their team a little bit more, and they probably could have got a few more rounds on the board.
Yeah, and this is absolutely it. We were talking earlier about how UEA have that deep talent pool, and they absolutely do here. You can see it, and even in their second team, they've got players all showing up, all providing those frags. Sure, Zipzin had a little bit of an awkward game, was playing that more supportive style, but the rest of the team, no one below 15 frags, and really managing to put together that team effort that catapulted them into a victory on that defensive side.
Yeah, of course, and the frags always don't mean everything for a Sage player. It's the walls, the slows, and the reses that win you the games if you're playing Sage. So great performance from Leeds all around, or from UEA all around. I'm not going to get the team names right at all, but we will now go to a short break before we go into the next game, and we'll see you there.